Before you scroll away, let me ask you something that might shake you. What if I told you there are 3 silent traps, things so small, so ordinary, that after the age of 70, they can quietly steal your health, your happiness, and even your dignity, without you realizing it? And what if the scariest part is, most seniors fall into them every single day thinking they're harmless? Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the most important message you will ever hear if you're over 70, or if you love someone who is. Because after this, you'll never look at your choices the same way again. And don't worry, I am not going to tell you these 3 things in the usual boring order. I'll start with the one almost everybody ignores, then move to the one that's painfully personal. And finally, end with the most dangerous one of all, the one that could either extend your years or shorten them. Stay with me till the very end, because the last one is the one most seniors wish they had heard before it was too late. Number 1. The one most people ignore. Never go where your spirit feels small. Listen carefully. At this age, your energy is no longer unlimited. Every single place you visit either fuels your soul or drains it dry. And the truth is, many elders waste years in places that quietly shrink their spirit. It might be a relative's home, where you're treated like a burden. It might be a group of friends where every conversation is about sickness, gossip, and complaints. Or it might be a community you've been loyal to for decades. But every time you leave, you feel more invisible, more tired, and more doubtful than before. When you were younger, you might have endured it for peace, for appearances, or out of guilt. But after 70, the cost is simply too high. Because every day you spend in a place that steals your joy is a day you can never buy back. And science agrees. Studies prove seniors who surround themselves with uplifting, positive groups live longer, recover faster, and enjoy sharper memory. So, if your surroundings dim your light, it's time to walk away. Go instead where your spirit feels alive, valued, and free. Number 2. The deeply personal one. Never do what breaks your body just to please others. Think about it. You've spent decades working, sacrificing, carrying loads, staying on your feet, pushing yourself. You've already given so much. Now, one of the biggest mistakes is ignoring your body's signals, just to avoid saying no. Maybe you carry heavy bags because you don't want to bother your children. Maybe you stand for hours at family events because you don't want to look weak. Maybe you even eat food that hurts your health just because someone offered it with love. But here's the truth. At this age, your body is your one permanent home. If you damage it now, healing takes longer. Sometimes it doesn't come at all. Protecting your health is not selfish, it's wisdom. And anyone who truly loves you will respect that. Every no you say to things that harm you is really a yes to more independence, more mornings without pain, and more laughter-filled days. Number 3, the most dangerous one. Now, the final and most powerful of all. The one that silently decides whether your last decades will be filled with life or locked in regret. Never say words that close the doors of your own life. Because after 70, your words are not just communication. They're commands to your body, your mind, and your soul. When you say, "I'm too old for that," your brain believes you. When you whisper, "It's too late for me," your heart slows down its dreams. And when you say, "I can't," your body stops trying. I've seen people in their 90s learn new skills, pick up hobbies, even travel across the world, not because they had more energy, but because they never told themselves they couldn't. The deadliest prison is built with your own words. Instead of planting weeds of defeat, plant seeds of possibility. I'm still learning. I'm willing to try. My best days might still be ahead. And science backs this up. Optimistic seniors have stronger hearts, sharper minds, and even longer lives. Your words shape your destiny, so choose carefully. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, I met Margaret. She was 82, and every week she went to the same group of friends. But instead of joy, every meeting left her smaller. The conversations were always about sickness, disappointment, and negativity. One day, she made a bold decision. She didn't go back. Instead, she joined a painting class for beginners. She hadn't touched a brush since childhood. The first day, she whispered, "I'm too old for this." But her teacher, a man in his 60s, looked her in the eyes and said, "You're not too late. You're just in time." 3 years later, Margaret's paintings hang in her local library. With tears in her eyes, she told me, "I wish I had left that group 20 years earlier." Friends, you don't need 20 years. You don't even need 20 weeks. You only need today. So I ask you now, which one will you start with? Will you leave the place where your soul feels small? Will you stop doing what breaks your body? Or will you change your words so they open doors instead of closing them? Whatever you choose, choose it now, because time is not waiting. And before you go, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, which one of these three spoke to you the loudest today? And is there one you wish you had learned earlier? Your answer might be the very thing that inspires another senior to take action before it is too late. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to give this video a like. It helps more people find it. And if you want more wisdom, inspiration, and life-changing reminders for seniors and their families, subscribe to our channel. Because every week we share truths that could add not just years to your life, but life to your years.